Hey, Jose here. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can join us in all of our adventures. Welcome to San Jose.
Hi everybody, we are welcome to San Jose. I'm Sam and...
I'm Jose. Sorry, saying hi.
He's waving at people he knew. We are inside Universal Studios Florida today. We came in with early park admission to discover the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We're on Diagon Alley now. We came in via early park admission, so we got a little bit of extra time in the park. Early park admission, they will allow certain guests, depending on the type of ticket you have, if you have a resort guest ticket, or if you are an annual pass holder, depending on which annual pass you have, you can come into the park on certain days early and certain rides will be open to you. Today, it's Diagon Alley, which is fantastic because it's part of the Wizarding World, which is what this video is about. Alright, so this is one of my favorite spots here in Diagon Alley. You can see the whole stretch from the end of it. We're right next to Gringotts. During the day, a lot of people will be just sitting on these steps enjoying the view. And you've got the main drag of Diagon Alley straight ahead of us. The dragon's right above us. And looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. But the one thing I do love about this land is the forced perspective. So they've done a really good job with creating the impression that some of these roadways or alleyways go down pretty far. Right behind me you can see that it looks like it goes back to like a little gazebo-topped building and some other rooftops back there, but that's all just show effects. So we're in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter on the Diagon Alley side, which is in the Universal Studios Florida part. In this side, you've got a few attractions or few things that you can explore. You've got Escape from Gringotts, which is the ride inside Gringotts Bank. Now, this particular ride takes place as far as the movie series, probably right around the 6th or 7th movie. It's 7th or 8th movie. It's the last in the series because they're escaping Gringotts. All of the rides and attractions within Harry Potter have a specific anchoring point within the movies, regardless of which side you're on. If you're in Hogsmeade, it's snowy, because in the movies, you never see Hogsmeade without snow, really. They always are there during the school season, and there's a lot of snow. Here on the Diagon Alley side, you've got also the money exchange. You can go in there and you can get specific wizard money. However, you can also interact with the goblin that's in there. The goblin will talk to you, you can ask him questions, and he will answer you live. He does talk. Also in here you've got Nocturn Alley, which is a much darker area. We'll try and get some footage in there, but just because of how dark it is, our cameras don't always pick up all of that. And then in addition to that, you also have the Hogwarts Express, which takes you between the two parks. Now you do have to have a park-to-park ticket or a 2-park ticket or even a 3-park ticket with Volcano Bay included in order to go between the two parks. So that's just something to notate when you're planning your trip, is that if you do want the full Wizarding World of Harry Potter experience, you have to get a park-to-park ticket. It can't just be a one-day, one-park ticket. Here in Diagon Alley, you also have the stage here in the market. Now this stage is really great. They have 2 different shows that they may be doing on here. You can have Celestina and her Banshees, which do a nice singing act and performing act. And then there's also the Tales of Beedle the Bard. So you can experience stories from the storybook, which is very heavily covered in the books, the Tales of Beedle the Bard. And finally, one of the last attractions that is over on this side is going to be Ollivander's Wand Shop. They do have Ollivanders on the other side, but this is going to be the quickest place to get your wand, just because of the way that the 2 experiences are designed.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You're a star.
You, sir. I suppose so.
A lot of people talk about you.
Did you have a question?
Do you have a question?
I do not, no.
Do you enjoy working at Gringotts?
Sometimes.
Do you work long days? Do you only live at Gringotts? Yes.
Absolutely.
Ask him a question, Jose. Nice to meet you. You have a great day counting money. So that is the Gringotts Money Exchange. We just interacted with a real-life animatronic goblin. I mean, real-life goblin. We're gonna pull out our wands and show you some other really cool stuff. All right, so we've got our wands. Well, I've got mine out, Jose doesn't. Now, the great thing about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is they do have interactive elements for these wands. So you can make things come to life, dance, or lift things up, and just with the flick of your wand and a spell. When you buy your wand, they do have different maps for you to take a look at for both sides, both Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. And you follow that map and you can see all the different spells. All right, so what you do if you don't have a map is you look for these little medallions that are on the ground. And they will show you how to flip your wand and what to say. So we're gonna do Locomoto Bellows. So aim it at the bellows. Locomoto Bellows. All right, we're gonna do a different one.
I'm a wizard.
All right, let's go find more of those. Those are fun. If you're a dark wizard and like dark magic, let's go into Nocturn Alley and take a look at Morgan and Burks. It's a little dark in Nocturn Alley for us to get really good footage. So what we've done instead is I'll just throw in some quick clips. But you do have Morgan and Burks, which is the store where the Vanishing Cabinet is seen inside the movies. And then in addition to that, there's a lot of interactive elements if you've got a wand. So the dark arts can be practiced here on Nocturn Alley. The third thing I want to mention about Nocturn Alley, which is really great, is it's all covered and it's slightly cool. So if you need to cool down or it's raining, this is a really good place to get out of the rain or to cool off if it's a hot day. One reason I really love this shop is it's a really good example of ensuring that you look up and take a look at everything above you inside these lands. The details extend all the way up to the top of these buildings, so even though you can't go explore those spaces up close, there's a lot of plugs from the movies and the books. So it's really important if you want to get a thorough experience to really explore these lands, take a look at every detail painted everywhere. Yeah. To get to Diagon Alley, you have to go to London first. So here we are in London, and there's a lot of plugs from real London and also from the movies Harry Potter. If you're familiar with the books, Harry Potter really takes place in the 90s. That's the time frame of the story. But you've got this London front, this cityscape that they've developed here. There are some plugs that showcase the magical world. So you've got Grimwald Place over there, where Sirius Black's house. And above it you can see Creature peeking out of the window. You've got the night bus over here. At times a conductor comes out, you can interact with it, and you can even talk to the driver of the night bus, which is the shrunken head from the movie. I want to show you a little bit inside the night bus because it looks really cool. It's the triple-decker bus. They've got the viewing area back here you can kind of see in there. And if you peek in the windows, you can even see the chandeliers hanging from the ceiling like in the movie. It's really, really detailed, really beautiful. When it comes to theme park design, they did a really, really good job with this land, for sure. So we have completed our time here on Diagon Alley side. We're gonna head over to Hogsmeade via the Hogwarts Express. As I said, you do have to have a 2-park ticket to enjoy this attraction. And it's also important to note that the experience is different to and from Hogwarts. So if you're heading towards Hogsmeade, it's gonna be a specific experience, and then on the way back you'll get a different experience. So you'll want to ride it both ways if you really want the full Hogwarts Express experience. So we are in the queue for Hogwarts Express. I really like this queue. It's nice, it's cool, it's air conditioned, it's all in the shade inside. So if it's a busy day, it's not a bad wait. Theming wise, it looks just like King's Cross in London. I've been there. It's got even the same color brick. It's really, really beautiful. The one thing I don't understand, theming wise, and this is just a little plug from me, is why is all the luggage from like the 50s and 60s when the story takes place in the 90s? That's the only thing I don't understand. So, but anyways. So you do get on the Hogwarts Express via the platform 9 3/4, which we will go through in just a moment. And if you've ever watched any video about Diagon Alley, you've seen lots of people do that, walk through the wall. We probably won't showcase that just because we probably won't showcase that just because we don't want to hold up the line too much or cause any issues for anyone behind us. But the experience is really cool. If we can see it, we'll show you. If not, you get to come experience it yourself. So we have now made it across to Hogsmeade, which is in Islands of Adventure. So we are now in the opposite park. There's Hagrid right going by us. So we're gonna head into Hogsmeade. We won't do Hagrid's motorbike adventure today because we went on it the other day, but we will show you footage from it. You can hear it in the background. What we do want to showcase today is Forbidden Journey. We'll show you the outside of Flight of the Hippogriff and some of the other stuff. If you are in the park after dark, certain nights they do a show on the castle, which is projection mapped. It changes with the season, so they have a Christmas show, a Halloween show, and it's really beautiful. It's projection mapping similar to like Disney does on their castle, or at Hollywood Studios they've done on the Tower of Terror, or you've maybe seen it in cities or at concerts or whatnot. But they do a huge show projection mapped all over all of this, the rock work and everything, that you can watch after the sun goes down. It's a beautiful castle. Now, if you're looking for entertainment here on the Hogsmeade side, right here you have this stage right next to Hogwarts Castle.
I thought you were gonna say, it's me.
It's Jose. Yeah. He's entertainment. He entertains me all the time. He makes me laugh, makes me cry, and all that other good stuff.
I'll make you cry.
Good cry. But on this stage, you can also watch the Frog Choir, which will come out and do certain performances from Hogwarts Castle, as well as the Triwizard Tournament. So you get the female Bobatons and the Durmstring, which are the guys with the sticks from the 4th movie. A lot of Hogsmeade is actually based around the 4th movie, and up until they put in Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, Dragon Challenge was one of those core attractions that brought in that story. So it was all really around the Triwizard Tournament, Hogsmeade. All right, really quick, we're gonna go over some information for Hogsmeade for you to know. So we did come over by the Hogwarts Express, which you do have to have a park-to-park ticket. From there, you have Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventure. Now, they do have virtual queue for that. If you go to the attraction itself, they have a QR code that you will scan with your phone, and you will be able to jump into the virtual line that way. That will give you a window or a time frame or a countdown to tell you when you can go back to the attraction and wait in line with a minimal wait time. So there will still be a little bit of a wait time once you get in the line, but it's going to be greatly reduced, and you can go do other things while you're waiting for that ride to start, or your window.
I wish we could just plan your whole entire day like that.
Yeah, it would be
You
really nice.
don't have to worry about anything.
People would be stressed out. They'd be like, we have to be here by this time. Also in the land is Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is in Hogwarts Castle. Now, Forbidden Journey is a special and unique kind of ride. It is a type of ride system that you will only experience within the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, whether here in Orlando or California or overseas. But the interesting thing to note is your ride vehicle is on the end of basically one of those robotic arms that builds cars. So there you go. You will have to get a locker for that one, as well as Escape from Gringotts over in Diagon Alley. I would recommend putting all loose items within those lockers, because especially Escape from Forbidden Journey will shake everything out of your pockets. So I recommend you empty your pockets, keep your ticket so you can open your locker, but you're gonna wanna keep all your loose items to the side. Additionally, for food service in the land, we have the Three Broomsticks. Now, the Three Broomsticks is really great restaurant. It's sit down, but it's quick service. So you go up, you get your food, you sit down at a table. The great thing about the Three Broomsticks, once you're inside, and I hope to be able to go in and just grab some footage for you, when they were filming the 6th movie of Harry Potter, they had already built the land, or they were doing them in conjunction. So the sets for the 6th movie were based upon the land here at the theme park. So that is one instance where the theme park actually influenced the movies instead of the movies influencing the park. And I just think that's incredible. So if you do get a chance to eat at the Three Broomsticks here in Hogsmeade, which I recommend, you can look inside, and that is actually what the sets for the movie were designed after here in the land. And that's just incredible. The other thing to note is always look around. Make sure you're looking up at all of the detail in the buildings, in the shops as well. Just like with Diagon Alley, Hogsmeade has a lot of detail and forced perspective. Really great photo opportunities, really great just Easter eggs from the books and the movies. You'll discover a lot of stuff. Every single time you come through here, you'll probably see something new. Hogsmeade is always really congested. Even on a slow day in the park, everybody is in Hogsmeade for some reason. So just be prepared for a lot of people around you inside this park. We're gonna catch the Hogwarts Express back over to Universal Studios Florida side or Diagon Alley side. So that way we've gone back and forth on the train. Like I said, it is a different experience going each way. All right, so we have finished today here at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando Resort. We have done both Diagon Alley as well as Hogsmeade over at Universal's Islands of Adventure, and we've had some really great time. We have not covered everything that you can experience within these lands. There is just too much to do in one video. So this is just a little highlight video to showcase all of the amazing things that you could potentially see here at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
So for those of you that think that you could do the whole entire park in one day, that's a lie.
That's a
You
lie.
need more than one day.
So we got here at 8 a.m. It is 2 p.m. and we still are just wrapping up the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and we haven't even done everything that you could potentially do.
We didn't do anything else in the parks.
No, we have only been in the Harry Potter stuff within these parks. So it just showcases to you just how much there is to do. And that if you dive into all the little things, if you get the wand and you do all the interactive stuff, and you enjoy the restaurants and you enjoy the shows, there's just so much to do, so much.
I didn't even get ice cream.
We didn't even get ice cream this time. The ice cream is so
The
good.
ice cream is the best part.
Oh, God.
But we didn't get it. We're gonna go grab some lunch at City Walk and then make it a day.
Yep, make it a day. It's hot now, so we're gonna head somewhere cooler, like home.
Nice home. Hang out with Rocky.
So if you like this video, be sure to comment, like, share, and be sure if you haven't subscribed. We'd love to have you join us on all of our adventures. We are welcome to San Jose.